Welcome to Harvest After Work, where we build a productive homestead while working full-time and raising a family. Smart systems, simple solutions, and steady progress with the time we have. There isn't much spare time when you work an 8 to 5 and have a toddler. At least that's what I used to believe. I used to need 8 or 9 hours of sleep a night consistently before I had a child, and then I realized I could survive on quite a bit less. These days I'm averaging 6 or 7 hours a night, and I wake up between 4:30 and 5:30 every morning. Somehow I don't feel as tired, and I get more done than I did before. My mornings aren't glamorous. My daughter usually wakes up and she helps unload the dishwasher. We wipe down the counters, we reset the kitchen, and before most people are out of bed, we've already built momentum. We usually have eggs or toast or oatmeal, and sometimes I have a bowl of cereal, and occasionally I'll have a protein bar if we're really rushing. But this morning we weren't. So, a couple fried eggs, some toast. Our daughter really likes toast. She's like me. So yeah, those are our mornings. That's our shift. We kind of stopped waiting for free time and started building systems. On weeknights or on weekend afternoons while the baby's sleeping, we work on skills, not for hours, just consistently. And this week that meant a trip to Costco because we're out of hamburger meat. We buy 10-pound tubes and divide them into 10 1-pound packages and vacuum seal them and put them in the freezer. It takes a while, but it saves money and helps us have more affordable meat options. If you flat pack them like I do, it also takes like 15 minutes to thaw them out, so it's very worth it. Right now, we don't have a local farm to source beef from. The goal is to someday raise our own cow for meat, but we're not there yet. We don't have a fence, and we barely have enough land to keep a cow-calf pair at the moment. So that is a struggle at the moment, but it's one thing at a time, right? Progress doesn't require us to be perfect, right? It requires preparation. So this is just our vacuum seal process. We have 3 upright freezers with drawers in the basement, plus 1 chest freezer for overflow. They are high efficiency units that cost less than $40 a year each to run. That setup allows us to buy in bulk, store meat birds, preserve harvests, and avoid last-minute grocery runs. We prioritize infrastructure and then production, and that's been my necessity because we haven't had a ton of time to produce. So we've just dedicated to building that infrastructure. And speaking of production, we have 30 meat birds arriving this year from Murray McMurray to get us started, and we're planning on a second batch later in the season. This won't happen during the workday. This happens early mornings and evenings or on lunch break because I'm lucky enough to work from home. We also heat with wood. I stack enough to last us 4 or 5 days at a time through this wood door, and at some point I'd love to show you kind of how we handle our wood processing because we try to do as little steps or small amount of steps as possible, so not handling the wood multiple times. I'm gonna go out and see how the chickens are faring in the weather. It got a little cold last night, so we'll see how it goes. So we have the porta coop for the summer, and then that's the coop for the winter right now. I'm hoping we can build out an actual coop this summer. Hey, everybody. You hungry? Want a snack? Hey, Rooster. How you doing, bud? That's cauliflower, guys.
yeah, so they're all totally fine. They still have food, they still have water. The water heater is working, all is well. We got 6 eggs so far today, and I'll go back out again because it's so cold that they'll freeze if I don't get them twice a day, which stinks, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm lucky enough to work from home, and I can go out on my lunch break and then go out again after work. So it all works out.
Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one when we get baby chicks.